Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the FOVcast.
Oh yeah, that's right.
First episode of the season, first episode ever to be released to the public. I'm glad you've made it this far.
Yes.
That's good.
Aren't we all glad?
We are all. So, my name's Freddie.
And I'm Vito.
And I'm Osho.
Yeah, we bring you the FOVcast.
Us together create the beautiful team of the FOVcast. And us together create these podcasts for you to listen to, for you to bear, and for us to enjoy.
Yes. So, today, I believe we're going to be talking about something that's been hot on everyone's lips.
Bring it to us.
The Malaysian flight.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Everyone, I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, like, from friggin', like, whatever, Wellington to Sydney. I'm talking about the Malaysian flight that crashed, or maybe crashed.
No, dude, it was abducted by the FBI.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, well, maybe crashed. But I think it crashed in the ocean.
Yeah, it's plausible, yeah.
Everyone knows about this? Just checking.
Yes, I have
Yes,
heard.
I do
I've
know
heard
about this.
certain things in the media.
Certain things in the media.
Malaysia has
So,
popping
first
up.
of all, I think we're just going to go over what are your best theories?
My best theories are, well,
Well, there's been a couple things floating around, like on a certain social network, Facebook. Anyway, no, there was this thing. I saw this thing that was this article about. Apparently, they got a text or something from one of the guys. It's probably bullshit, but they got a text from a guy who was a reporter on board, and apparently it was just like a black photo, and it said something. So they thought he had like a. Well, the weird thing was they said that he had a bag over his head, so he just took the first photo of something, and he didn't see what it was. And I'm like, okay, well then why is the photo black? Because the phone's not in his face. Anyway,
winded explanation.
anyway, they think that some weird guys have abducted it, and it's conspiracy theories left and right.
The day Osho tried drugs.
No, but you've really got to question how secure our flights are today.
Yeah, I
okay?
mean, I go on airplanes all the time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
well.
me
The
too.
thing about flight is statistically the safest way to travel. Like there are heaps more car crashes than planes, but you just hear about the planes.
But
'cause
what's
it's
wrong
the
with
biggest
walking?
stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty safe too.
Yeah, well, try
no,
walking.
planes are statistically the safest way to travel.
Yeah, try
Yeah.
walking to freaking Australia, dude.
Yeah,
I guess a lot of people have died walking.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think flying's good. Everyone
Yeah.
likes flying.
No,
Everyone,
Yes, it's
But
just
do we think it's down to human error or technological malfunction?
both.
Both.
In the
It
end,
makes
technical
sense.
malfunction is kind of human malfunction because we fucked it up in the first place.
we made the
We
technology.
did make
Yeah.
the technology, but I'm talking about, was it a machine or like a receiver or something
Oh, so
that...
you're talking about did the engines explode or did the
Well, I don't know, did the radar
cabin
suddenly...
depressurize or something like that?
I'm not saying something that extreme.
Okay,
I'm just
so
saying something
it's
to
not
do
a Michael
with...
Bay movie, but
Something to do with the communications. or
Life
the
is a
navigation.
Michael Bay movie,
we all can dream.
except Vito.
I can
Anyway.
dream, actually,
No,
just so you know.
But
I had a really weird dream.
Let's not talk about dreams.
Osho, there's literally two things in the world that no one cares about. Right? It's the weather and it's dreams.
Okay.
And you're talking about
Everyone
dreams.
cares about the weather. Like, you wake up in the morning and stuff, and people are walking around and they look out the window and stuff, like, what's the weather? And you're like, oh, Met Service, and it's like all this, and like, oh my god, it's going to rain and everything. And
And it
people,
turns out the phone was actually not in his face. So.
Yeah.
But so what's your theory then, Freddie?
Okay, my theory. So, back to Malaysian flight. My theory, well, see, first of all, I did think that it had been captured by, say, like the Taliban. Just because the Taliban,
Taliban.
they're quite a good group to stick with your problems on.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like, like I got out of...
Something goes wrong, you can count on the Taliban.
Exactly. Hit my head. Fuck, it's the Taliban. You know? Pretty much.
Not quite understanding where you're going with this, but...
But, okay, so I thought it was the Taliban because the Taliban are easy to blame, right? They freaking bombed a huge building. They could steal a plane again. They did it once, they did it again.
Point in
That
time.
was my... Dude, that was my theory. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But then, right, nothing happened. So either, right, they have captured this big plane and they're maintaining it for months, right? Now, like it's coming on months, right?
yeah, I'm not actually totally sure of the date.
So they've landed this plane and they're maintaining it for ages. They probably killed everyone on board, but what are they doing with it? So I don't think that's a very viable theory. So the plane must have crashed, I think.
Yeah.
Either that or the Taliban is just using it.
Yes.
Just-
Unfortunately,
Going down
I
here.
do think that is the most referred to explanation now that
But
it's
but
crashed.
why?
Did it crash?
Why did it crash?
Wow.
me, Vito.
not
Okay,
Okay,
quite-
our
I'm not
technical
quite a
dudes are
detective.
flashing weird faces at me. It's getting kind of distracting. Can you guys piss off?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not quite a detective or anything, so I don't technically actually have any idea about the subject.
Yeah,
But
I don't think anyone does.
But mistakes happen. There have been planes that have crashed in the past, and there have been problems in this modern time of planes. Like, we're still not perfect with our inventions. We can still
It's
screw
just
up the technology.
Certain events surrounded this one which were a bit weird, but like one of the initial theories was that that the co-pilot or something was like a follower of some religious, not religious leader, some political leader who had been
Taliban.
put in somewhere. And he was upset for some reason because his wife had left him and all sorts of random crap, I don't know. And then he was like, one of the things, the last message that was heard on the plane was the pilot saying something suspicious, like everything's going to be fine and something, and then then all the systems went off and stuff. It's just that the things surrounded, but I just think it's just a mess up.
So specific.
Yeah.
So, was the phone in his face or not?
Yeah. Was it in his face?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
No,
you took the picture. Was it?
Because
Literally.
it was black, and he did have a sack on his head.
Maybe he was black.
What? Wasn't he from
Was
Malaysia?
he black?
what?
Was the dude black?
You mean his
No
skin
idea
color?
what
Was
we're
he?
talking
yeah,
about
was he
here. Okay,
literally-
I'm lost. Okay, next thing.
No one's actually really
Next
black.
item.
Okay, Osho, what do you want to know?
Hey?
Well, no, I actually still really want to know more about this.
Well,
The fact
imagine
that we
like-
can still screw up so big with our technology, and still we rely on this technology so heavily.
I mean, imagine if your phone blew up in your pocket and blew your dick off.
Yes.
That's not very likely to happen. There's not much in your phone that can do that. Apart from the big chunk of lithium.
Yeah, but the big
Anyway.
battery, the big explosive battery in there. Apart from that,
Yeah.
imagine if that happened to like everyone around the world.
They
Like,
would instantly try and find a solution. And I'm not saying that they're not trying to find a solution with planes, but I'm saying that maybe they need to do it a bit quicker.
Yeah, because, Malaysian flight, what is it? Just today, breaking news, hot topic, right? Another one of their planes screwed up.
Yeah, another one.
A second one. I mean, that's ridiculous.
It recovered, but it
recovered,
was
yeah.
circling in the air for quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Had its tires, broken.
Yeah,
I think Samsung's
Speaking of tires, and with the stability of planes, what about the security of planes? Like you mentioned the Taliban. Well,
Oh,
what if
that's-
this was a terrorist attack of some sort, and we know that it's very capable? A Californian dude recently just jumped across the fence of an airport and snuck up into the wheel well of the plane and survived the whole flight to Hawaii.
Okay, what?
And
I
then
didn't hear
they
about
just
that.
found him walking around the tarmac.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Nice one.
He said he had an argument with his mum, and so he left. And he just
Argument with
jumped
his
into a
mum?
plane. Yes.
How old was this dude?
16.
What?
Okay, so that's
Wow, yeah, that's kind of messed up.
that's kind of screwed.
Yeah. And apparently he was unconscious for majority of the flight. But he survived. Because it would be freezing in there at 38,000 feet.
That's true.
I wouldn't do that. That's dumb.
That's dumb. I think that award. That's a dumb.
That's
award.
a Darwin. He
I don't
gets
actually know if
a
it's- he
gets a
Darwin
Darwin.
honorable
I don't
mention.
actually know if it's 38,000 feet. Do not quote me on that. I'm
No.
not-
Donut.
If you're a
quote me
pilot,
on
don't
that.
think I heard it in the FOVcast. Let's go to 38,000 feet. It's not. It's like, oh fuck.
17-year-old
yeah.
dude said it's possible.
Yeah. We're only at 17,000 feet. Gotta go higher.
I don't actually know how high they fly.
Pretty high.
Yeah. Well, at the FOVcast, we're high flyers.
And we will be... Audio experts,
Oscar, be
please
quiet.
maintain.
Get
Stay
in your corner.
Stay in your corner. And be quiet.
Okay, now, we are high flyers, and we will be flying high in the next episode of the FOVcast.
That is
And
true.
so, until then, we will
Goodbye.
be saying goodbye.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but it's been fun.
And it's going to be funner.
It's gonna get better every time.
For those of you that stuck
Yes.
around to the very end of the episode, congratulations.
Well done. You get an award.
Also, you're insane, and you should probably check into the nearest mental institution.
Bye.
Getting up for my